It's 11:21. It's Friday. It's July the 25th. Loads of brand new movies come out today, of course, and that's why every Friday I enlist the help of movie critic Van Connor to come on and just chat to me about a couple of the brand new movies that are out, because, of course, he gets to see them way before anybody else. Welcome back to the show, Van Connor. How are you?
I'm all good, Mr. Ball. How are we doing this week, sir?
All good. There's some decent movies, actually, from what I've seen that have come out this week. Come out today and over the weekend. So, we're going to talk about Fantastic Four, the new Fantastic Four movie, in a moment. We're going to start with The Bad Guys 2. I've mentioned this to you before. I haven't seen The Bad Guys 1. So, right. Yeah. Can we watch this without having to see The Bad Guys 1?
I would say, actually, you do kind of need to have seen the first one, really, to get the second one. But by all accounts, it's so popular with a lot of kids that, you know, in your household, you may well have seen the first Bad Guys. Obviously, not in our specific ones. Now, they are a series of popular children's illustrated novels of the same name. It's basically like a heist crew. Mr. Wolf and Mr. Shark and Mr. Piranha and Mr. Tarantula and Mr. Snake are this heist crew who effectively try to pull a Despicable Me and go good. Effectively try to get the world to see them as something other than the bad guys and get them to see them as being good people. And the second movie sees them really stumbling with literally just trying to get a job, for instance, because no one will give them the chance because they're just known as these elite super criminals. It's animated by DreamWorks in their sort of now more interesting house style they've adopted over the last couple of years. It's played hilariously straight, like that's kind of the fun of it. It's played as if it's an adult movie, but it's quite clearly stylized to children, so it's kind of schlocky and fun. Have a listen. This is the gang getting framed for a crime they didn't commit and recruited into helping another crew.
You mind telling us what we're doing here?
Cutting to the chase. I like it. We're planning something big.
We need extra hands. Professionals, you know, with a specific set of skills.
One last job. What'd you say?
What do we say? No, is the short answer.
We're good now.
Yeah, so if you could just, untie us and we'll let ourselves out and we can just call it a noche, okay?
I mean, it sounds fun. I'm guessing this is kind of a nice family movie to go to see, you know, in the cinema with the kids, cool off, maybe get out the hot sun and just enjoy as a family.
Yeah, it's a fun family movie with a mean streak. I mean, the first one was as well. And it's a mean streak in that very specific way that, like, the first Despicable Me had, when it was really sharply written, but also kind of hilarious and still child-friendly at the same time. This has that same kind of mean streak, and I would argue delivers a better sequel than Despicable Me did with its first, with any of its sequels, really. It's very much a case of taking what works about the first one and just doing more of it and in slightly more depth in the second one. And it's all about the character chemistry, Sam Rockwell in the lead and Mark Maron as Mr. Snake, sort of the sidekick. And you get fun new characters like Natasha Lyonne coming into the mix this time as well, Danielle Brooks from Orange is the New Black and Maria Bakalova. And of course, returning villain Richard Ayoade gets a look in as well. It's just good fun. I mean, I know kids who are really into this series, and I think they won't be disappointed by the sequel.
Well, if you want to go and have a nice family movie afternoon at some point, it's out this weekend. Bad Guys 2. You can see it at the Oxford Cinema and Cafe, Curzon and View Cinemas in Oxford, View in Bicester, City World in Witney and Didcot, the Living Room in Chippy, and the Regal Picture House in Henley, and the Light over in Banbury showing it as well. So plenty of options if you want to catch that one. All right, on to our next movie then. We're going to dive straight into the one that a lot of people have been waiting for, I think. Fantastic Four, The First Steps. So, Van, where do you want to start with this one?
So this takes place in the Marvel universe, but on a different Earth to the one we're used to. So literally the movie opens and tells you this is Earth 828. If you're keeping tabs, apparently the regular one is 616, I believe. The idea here is it's a very Jetsons-style 1960s sci-fi-inspired version of Earth in the present day. In this universe, the Fantastic Four have been a known commodity, known squad of heroes, like protecting the human race for about the previous 3 years. They seem to be the only real heroes but they've faced a multitude of like iconic villains from the comics and things like that. They are played for the screen here by Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things, and Eben Moss-Bachrach from The Bear. They are called into action, though, when the Silver Surfer shows up over Times Square and says, "I am the herald of the planet-eating alien warlord Galactus. Say your goodbyes, he's a-comin'." And it falls to the Fantastic Four to zip off into space and, stop this threat before it can show up on their doorstep. However, they've got other, more domestic issues to be worrying about at the same time, so you can hear that in this clip.
Why is that breakfast cereal on the dinner table?
Why are you being weird?
We're not being weird.
Well, I'm doing that weird thing with your face.
Oh, we don't know what you're talking about.
Are you pregnant?
Yeah, we're pregnant.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Have you looked at your husband's face?
I know, he just cannot keep a secret.
What? Really?
Yeah.
What? You are gonna be the best mom. Oh my God.
You are going to be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. But we're going to be the best uncles ever. Okay, we should eat.
Oh, see, I haven't seen a huge amount of Fantastic Four, so, I mean, would someone like me be okay to go and see this and understand it all?
Yeah, it's designed to introduce you to the Fantastic Four in a very specific way. So you don't know this iteration of the Fantastic Four. It's very much a case of they are introduced to you as the film determines it to be. It's kind of like Superman recently did in that way, where they're not stopping to give you the origin story as such. I mean, we are kind of told it, but we're not shown it, interestingly. Like, I kind of like that about it. The film is very well judged in that regard, but it's all about this unique vision, this specific world that they have, which, like I say, looks like the Jetsons but real. And the movie itself kind of stylistically and narratively plays like The Incredibles but real. And it's a very charming, very winning movie. It feels like Marvel showing you another world, but quite a familiar one, a familiar feeling one, in the same way as, for instance, Black Panther did. In the way that Black Panther went and showed you its Afrofuturist world. This is doing with its Jetsons world in the same way. And it's arguably one of the more successful efforts Marvel's had since Black Panther, definitely. Because I would argue that the underwater stuff of Wakanda Forever just did not work on the same level. But it is about the characters, it is about the chemistry, it is about the writing and the heart and the humor of it. And really that just fun, adventurous otherworldliness of it. It's not really an action film as such. There's only really 2 big action beats, but it is about having fun with the characters on this adventure anyway. And I'm a big fan. Really enjoyed it, I have to say.
Well, if you want to see Fantastic Four: The First Steps this weekend, you can. It's out from today, the Oxford Cinema and Cafe, Curzon and View Cinemas in Oxford, View in Bicester, Cineworld Whitney and Didcot, the Living Room in Chippy, Regal Picture House in Henley, and the Light in Banbury also showing that one too. Thank you very much, Van, for giving us your expert advice and opinion today. What are we looking forward to next week? Is there anything big out?
Well, next week we have the return of Frank Drebin and the Naked Gun, so we'll see how that goes next week.
Oh, we'll see what that's like when we chat to you on Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sunshine, Van.
Till the next time, good time.